My best lesson learned in 2023 is that God will not call you to do something that He will not give you the grace to accomplish. So I think, some of you here would know that, as you know what my husband shared earlier on, that we started the year where we felt, God was really asking us to step out in boldness as a family and miracles will follow. And I remember there was a desire in my heart to really see creatives come together, to create a platform where we can create for God. And something that I felt God showed me was that we create for God. It will be an event, and it will be a ticketed event. It's not for free. And so, in my mind, with what I know how to do, I kind of shared that with Pastor Kel and PC, and of course, that's kind of how AGTH started, A Gift to Humanity, with that vision. But when I share with them, then they obviously tell me, let's scale it. Yeah, as some of you would have already know that story. So when Pastor Kel asked me to, I remember we had a Zoom call and then he told me, Joey, I really want to see more people involved in this. It's not just going to be an exhibition experience. It's going to be even bigger. I want to see all this. And he didn't even have any idea how it's going to look like. And I was like, okay, well, I clearly do not know. But then he said, okay, let's, go back and pray and think about it. And I said, okay. So I went to God. I remember asking the Lord, God, why do you give me a vision where I feel like I definitely have no ability to carry this out? I have no experience. And with what my pastor wants to do, And I remember God said this to me. God revealed this to me. He said, if I called you, I will show you and I will give you the grace more than you can imagine. Did God answer my question about how it's going to work out? No. But I knew in my heart that I just needed to obey His call. And as my journey with God has always been, every step of faith I take, He will give me that grace, to. And I just felt like that was what God just assured me, I will give you the grace. And so I just stepped out in faith, and as the journey progressed, of course, there are lots of challenges along the way. And there's two main challenges for me personally as a business owner. I don't know if you guys know anything about, holiday season, sales, and everything. So as a business owner, year-end is the best sale for my business. And, but A Gift to Humanity is happening, for the year-end. And so I spoke to my husband. We decided that we will trust God to provide. And I knew that November and December would be the time where I would spend easily 70 to 80% of my time just, on this project with meetings and coming to set up and everything. And being a full-time mom as well, I already maxed out help, from my mom and my mom-in-law. And I don't know. I asked God, okay, God, I don't know how, Sure, I can give up the finances, the sales, but what about Jasper, Who's going to help me with Jasper? Like with setup, I can't bring him, So again, I don't get any direct answers, but as time went by, for the month of December, I did not spend, I think I only spent like maybe 10% of the time on my business, and 80% was really on A Gift to Humanity. But God just provided one event that covered the entire month's sale, and I literally just spent that 10% on just my business, and God provided. And for Jasper, in my heart, I was worried, if he didn't see me all day, how he'll be, and will I be too tired when I get home to even connect with him and spend time with him? But somehow, every weekend, when I'm here setting up all weekend, and thankfully, Josh also has a slower season for the year end at work, so he was able to actually take over and help with Jasper so much. And I don't know, I go home and I find that energy and that grace, to actually connect and take care of my son and take over. I don't know how to explain this grace that God has given me, but I know that it's not just to me, it was extended to my family as well. And this is just what I want to end with this verse that God was reminding me. I remember in the process, there were many times I felt so stretched, and I felt like I'm so tired. I wake up, I feel tired physically. And there were even times where I think on the verge of, I feel like I'm about to fall sick. I would tell PC, I'll text her and I'll say, I don't know, I'm not feeling too well, but I'm just gonna rest. I'll just have to believe when I wake up, I'll be healed. And true enough, I wake up, I'm fine. And then I come here and then we set up all over again. And this is really the verse that God reminded me in the process whenever I feel like I have no more left in me to do this, And God says, and God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that having all sufficiency in all things at all times, you may abound in every good work. 2 Corinthians 9:8. So I just want to encourage you that if God ever asks you to accomplish something or gives you a mission that has full of trials, it's not going to be easy. Just know that He will sustain you and He will bring you through to everlasting glory. We will be unable to do all that we must to get to where God has called us to be. So He will give us the grace.